You're Stan, Satan's half-wit brother. Satan is taking a week of vacation and leaving you in charge. What kind of fucked up quasi-punishments do you issue while Satan's out? You're sentenced to stand at the sink and wash dishes by hand, and you'll be released when you've cleaned them all. But more keep coming in every time you're about to finish the last one. Also, you really have to poop, but you can't until you've finished cleaning the dishes. I see you've worked as a dishwasher. Man, that was the worst job. It's exactly like the other guy described it. The only good part was it was cash in hand, otherwise it ducking sucked. My experience was just like yours except the cash in hand part, also minimum wage. Can confirm. Minimum wage and not cash in hand made it the worst first job I could have imagined. Made me work hard so that I'd never have to do that again. Lol, not gonna lie, was expecting like 5 updates from this. My most miserable point of my life is 14 of my karma. Lol. Man, I'm sorry you guys had bad experiences. I remember coming in, saying hi to everybody, then put in my headphones and just getting into my groove. Tossing dishes, broke 2 plates, and dancing to the music. Servers and kitchen staff loved it. Cash on hand was just the top of the iceberg. If I could go back to that, I would. Found the manager looking for dishwashers. Everyone has a piece of popcorn stuck in their gums that they can't get out. Everyone is stuck in that state of quasi-constipation where you have to poop, but every time you sit down on the toilet the feeling goes away until you've wiped your ass, pulled your pants up and left the bathroom. And there is always a wait for an empty stall. The only line I remember from my ex's terrible poetry is, "In hell the toilet seats are always warm." Thanks for the silver. Welcome to Japan. Come on and slam? Internet that is slow enough to piss you off, but not so slow that you want to do something about it. You can load ads on YouTube, but can't load videos. Not even joking, this is happening to me currently. Ads load in 1080 and then the video loads at the lowest quality and takes 15 minutes to load 30 seconds of it. I hate it when this happens, but if you're curious as to why, from what I understand, everyone gets the same ads so they're stored locally in nearby servers. But your videos have to come from a server farther away, and there's probably some slowdown in between you and that server, so it takes forever. It's still faster with ad blocker. Everyone is now stuck in rush hour traffic. The gas and brake pedals swap functions with each other at random intervals and without warning. If you hit another car, you are teleported to the back of the traffic jam. The reward for reaching your destination is you get to bathe in ice-cold pickle juice. Infinitely tangled earbuds edit. Holy crap, over 10,300 upvotes. I guess this is a universal frustration. Mildly inconvenient at first, infuriating after only a few seconds. Perfect. Ducking Stan. You have to wear wet socks, all day every day. Every line is worse than the DMV and the workers are even more pissy. Self-checkout FTW. Then something doesn't scan correctly and you have to stand there and wait for someone to come over and punch in their ID number. Unexpected item in bagging area. Triple scanned every item by mistake. And no employee to be found to void them. Everybody's ass is perpetually covered in pee. This is what I'm talking about. Seriously, what the duck, Stan? Sure, it's a punishment, but it doesn't even make sense. Fucking Stan. You have the feeling of hair in your mouth even though there is none, and whenever you're about to sneeze it cancels out. Edit. Something else, there is always that faint smell of food you like but you can't find it anywhere. Edit 2. Every time you feel pleasant you choke on your saliva every 10 minutes and have to itch everywhere you can't quite reach. No, that's a Satan punishment. I'm picturing Stan as a bumbling oaf. Someone whose hijinks always end up actually benefiting the target, in a goofy sitcom kind of way. I hide a man's remote so that watching TV becomes a chore. Unexpectedly, he decides to get out more and starts hiking. He meets a woman on the trails and they end up falling in love and living happily ever after. Damn it, Stan. I make the milk in a household kitchen spoil absurdly quickly. The parents realize they have never liked the store brand and start getting milk from a local farm. Stan, you fool. I put a Lego under the foot of an elderly woman, expecting to inflict absolute agony. Big Brother Satan would be proud. But the pain only lasts a few minutes, and the woman smiles fondly as she remembers her son and the crazy Lego adventures he used to have. She knows they had a falling out years ago, but can't even remember what it was all about. She decides to reach out to him and they ultimately reconnect and rekindle what was once a beautiful relationship. Stan, can't you do anything right? No one in Britain can queue correctly. Japan's trains run 3+ minutes late, all day. All maple syrup in Canada turns to Vegemite and all Vegemite in Australia becomes peanut butter. Italians are unable to drink wine and the Scottish can drink nothing but. The sex industry in Amsterdam unionizes and immediately strikes. France can only eat English cuisine, America can only eat traditional Chinese, and China only gets what Americans think they eat. Pornhub goes down and only streams 1980s Christian abstinence videos. Jesus Christ, dude. You're supposed to be Stan, not Satan's protege. Doesn't matter when you click save, when you open the file back up it's always missing about 15 minutes of work. This is just pure evil. Everybody must use Internet Explorer Edit, first version of it. A bunch of chocolate but some of them are turds. Forced to run a marathon with baked beans in your underwear. All the food you eat will have sandy known it. Whenever you try to poop you won't have to go, but then when you leave the bathroom you'll feel like you really have to go. For men, you'll get an erection whenever you're nervous or don't want one, and never when you want one. For women, all of the pain discomfort of your period without any possibility of a baby. Also it's 247. Also everyone pees the bed every single night. Forced to run a marathon with baked beans in your underwear. WTF. Oddly specific and completely idiotic. Classic Stan. Forced to watch a stubborn boomer, who types with one finger or two max, knows zero keyboard shortcuts, and loudly and aggressively asks questions about how to do things or why certain things are happening with the format but refuses to let you help create a PowerPoint or Word document. Wait, I'm doing that right now at work. Will I still get my salary to watch my boss type? You will not. Also, it will never end. The document will never be fully finished. Eternal screaming. Dear Primus, make it stop. Have you ever tried to teach computers to mechanics? There's a smell of cat shit in the room, but no matter where you look you can't find it, and it just gets worse in the heat as time goes on. This is my favorite. Ducking laughs so goddamned hard. I have lived this. What is that fucking smell? Where is it coming from? Sniffs repeatedly for some reason. You can listen to music. But only music made by popular musicians' lesser siblings. Damn, which Jonas brother do I get to listen to? Joe or Nick? Frankie. Can we take a minute to appreciate you, Drewhead118, for all these dialogues? It's pretty cool. Edit. Whoops, fix the user tag. Watch Big Bang Theory in one sitting, no laugh track. This is the first one that actually made me gasp in horror. Not really a punishment, but it'll probably take my younger brother to finally see Eminem. He's his idol and he likes him more than I do. Met him at Denver once, told me if I wrote to him, he'd write back. I don't know, I'd have to get it past my chick. Lol, sometimes I feel like I have to lock her in my trunk just to get her off my back. I fear this will not get the attention it deserves. Cockroach enemas. Dante took Virgil's arm. What is that circle over there? We will not be visiting there, Dante, and ask me nothing more about it. But, I thought we were visiting all of the Inferno and learning. I will hear nothing more about that place. Everyone is forced to read text that has symbols inserted into it for no good reason. Also, those symbols don't close properly, again for no good reason. Instead of a literal burning hell, hell is what you make it. Example, died trying to rape someone? Enjoy hell rape for eternity. You're supposed to be on vacation, Satan. Shit's a working vacation. It'd play What's New, Pussycat? On loop for 5 days, then play It's Not Unusual once, then go back to What's New, Pussycat? For the remainder of my rule. Thanks, John Mulaney. I'm going to turn hell into the salt and pepper diner, and Therese, nothing Satan can do about it.